Dear Father, thank you for this new morning, for the stillness before the world awakens, for the tender breath of dawn that whispers of your mercy. Thank you for the rhythm of life that begins again, the unseen grace that keeps the universe steady, the gentle turning of the earth that mirrors the constancy of your love. My heart rests in awe of your faithfulness. Each sunrise is a promise renewed, each breath a quiet testimony of your goodness. You have called me into another day, not by chance, but by divine intention. I receive this moment as sacred. I receive it as holy. I receive it as a gift that flows from your heart to mine. You have wrapped this day in the fabric of your purpose. You have hidden treasures within its hours, lessons of grace, whispers of encouragement, opportunities to grow, to love, to give, to trust again. I open my soul to receive what you have prepared. I do not rush ahead. I do not linger in yesterday. I embrace the stillness of now. In the silence between each breath, I find you waiting. You are here, closer than thought, deeper than longing, nearer than the beating of my own heart. You are my beginning and my strength. You are the breath within my breath, the peace that anchors every moment. This day begins with you, and because it begins with you, it is blessed. I surrender it to your care. I offer its unknown hours into your wisdom. I will not fear what I cannot control. I will not worry about what I cannot see. I trust that your light will unfold before me one step at a time. You said, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." So I rest, I breathe, I trust. The morning may be filled with tasks, decisions, and demands, but I am not alone in them. You go before me. You walk beside me. You surround me with your peace. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I will walk in that light. I will not stumble in fear. I will rise in faith, knowing that every step taken in trust draws me closer to your will. My heart is open to your leading. My mind is set on your promises. You have clothed me with the garments of salvation and covered me with the robe of righteousness. I step into this day not as one uncertain, but as one chosen. I walk not as one forgotten, but as one deeply loved. I carry your presence into every conversation, every task, every quiet moment. Let my thoughts be gentle. Let my words be healing. Let my actions reflect your kindness. When the weight of the world presses upon me, let me remember that your yoke is easy and your burden is light. I will rest in that truth. The morning light reminds me of resurrection, of beginnings born from endings, of hope that rises from stillness. Just as the night gives way to day, my doubts give way to faith. My fears dissolve in the warmth of your promise. You said, "Behold, I am with you always." So I will not face this day in my own strength. I will not measure my capacity against the unknown. I will measure it against your unfailing power. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That truth settles in me like calm waters after a storm. Let gratitude guide me, Father. Let thanksgiving steady my heart. For in gratitude I find peace, and in peace I find you. Every moment I choose to give thanks becomes a doorway to your presence. Thank you for sight to behold beauty. Thank you for sound to hear creation's song. Thank you for touch that reminds me of connection, for breath that testifies to life. Thank you for love that never leaves, even when the world feels distant. Thank you for mercy that follows me, goodness that surrounds me, and grace that sustains me. Today I choose faith. I choose to believe when I cannot see. I choose to speak life even when my heart trembles. I choose to hold hope in my hands like a candle that no wind can extinguish. I choose to trust that everything unfolding today is part of a story written by your hand. You are the author and finisher of my faith. You write beauty from ashes, and from the quiet soil of surrender, you grow miracles unseen. Let me see you in the ordinary moments, in the laughter of a child, the warmth of sunlight through a window, the kindness of a stranger, the rhythm of rain. Let every simple thing remind me that you are near. When I face uncertainty, remind me that faith is not seeing the whole path, but trusting the one who leads. When doubts arise, remind me that faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the assurance of things not seen. When I feel weak, whisper to my soul that your strength is made perfect in weakness. I embrace this day not because it is easy, but because you are in it. I embrace its mystery, its flow, its divine unpredictability. You hold time in your hands, and you hold me within time. You hold my heart through every shift, every silence, every storm. You teach me to be still and know that you are God. So I will move through this day slowly, reverently, attentively, listening for the quiet pulse of your voice beneath the noise. Let this day be a prayer. Let every thought be an offering. Let every action be worship. Let every breath be a declaration of trust. As I walk through hours filled with light and shadow, let my faith remain steady. When distractions come, draw me back to center. When worry whispers, let peace speak louder. When impatience stirs, let grace remind me to breathe. You are my portion. You are enough. Faith is not a feeling. It is a choice, a posture of the soul, a quiet confidence in your eternal goodness. Today, I choose that posture. I choose to live as one anchored in divine assurance. I choose to see not with the eyes of fear, but with the vision of faith. I choose to believe that no matter what unfolds, it unfolds under the watch of your love. You said the just shall live by faith. So I will live by faith today, not by appearance, not by emotion, not by the voices of circumstance, but by the whisper of your truth. My faith is not blind, it is focused. It looks to you, the one who never changes, the one who remains when everything else shifts. So here I am, Father, standing in the quiet light of morning, breathing in grace, breathing out surrender. I offer this day to you, fully, wholly, without reserve. I embrace it with faith. I step into it with peace. I live it with love. And through it all, I remember, you are here, always faithful, always God. Thank you for the stillness that follows. Thank you for the quiet rhythm of the heart that beats in peace when the soul rests in you. The dawn stretches across the horizon, and with it, a whisper, gentle, soft, assuring, that your mercies are renewed once more. I lift my eyes to the morning sky, and I know that what you have begun, you will finish. Every cloud tinted with gold reminds me of promises fulfilled, of faith that stands even when the world shifts beneath it. I choose to walk this day with trust. I will not be hurried by fear, nor distracted by worry. Faith anchors me in your timing. It steadies me when the path curves beyond what I can see. I lean not on my own understanding, but on the wisdom that flows from your Spirit. My steps are guided, even when they fall upon unfamiliar ground. I will not question what I cannot comprehend. I will trust that your hand is upon me, and your plan is unfolding with perfection. There is peace in this surrender. There is freedom in letting go of control. I find stillness not by solving every uncertainty, but by resting in the truth that you already have. When the day grows heavy with choices and expectations, I will pause to breathe in your presence. I will remember that you go before me. I will remember that you walk beside me. I will remember that nothing surprises you, and nothing stands beyond your reach. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. I will stay my mind on you. I will anchor my heart in your calm. When doubt whispers, I will answer with faith. When fear rises, I will lift my voice in praise. When confusion clouds the path, I will wait for your light. You said, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." I take those words and write them upon my soul. I carry them through the hours. They become a melody beneath my thoughts, a reminder that your wisdom is deeper than my questions. I do not need to know how everything will turn out. I only need to know that you are with me, and that is enough. You hold the beginning and the end in your hands, and between them lies grace. Every step I take is cradled by your purpose. Every breath I draw is filled with your Spirit. So I will walk by faith, one moment at a time. I will keep my heart soft, my eyes lifted, my spirit open to the quiet ways you lead. The wind moves through the trees, and I am reminded that faith is unseen yet powerful. It bends the heart toward trust. It moves mountains not by force but by surrender. It reshapes fear into courage, uncertainty into peace. I breathe in faith and exhale doubt. I breathe in courage and exhale worry. I breathe in your presence and exhale every burden that was never mine to carry. You said if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move," and it will move. I hold that promise close. I do not measure the size of my faith, for even the smallest trust in you holds infinite strength. What matters is not how much I believe, but in whom I believe. You are my confidence. You are my assurance. You are the steady ground beneath the trembling of my soul. As the day unfolds, I will remember that nothing happens outside of your knowledge. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to trust deeper. Every silence becomes a space for your whisper. Every delay becomes an invitation to wait with expectation. Faith is the quiet courage to believe that even here, especially here, you are working. When the hours grow long and the sun begins to wane, I will not forget. I will look back and see the traces of your hand upon everything, in the laughter shared, in the small victories unnoticed, in the peace that carried me through what once felt impossible. You have always been faithful. You will always be faithful. I choose to end this day the way it began, with gratitude. Gratitude for strength given, for moments of grace that appeared in unexpected ways, for faith that held when feelings faltered. Gratitude that even when I stumbled, your mercy caught me. That even when I doubted, your love remained unchanged. I rest in that truth. I breathe in that peace. Faith does not promise ease, but it promises presence. And your presence changes everything. It turns weariness into renewal. It transforms confusion into clarity. It softens what was hardened and revives what felt lost. So I lay down every burden and let faith lift my heart once more. You are my shepherd, and I shall not want. You make me lie down in green pastures. You lead me beside still waters. You restore my soul. This day belongs to you. Every thought, every word, every heartbeat is yours. As I prepare for what lies ahead, I will not fear. I will not waver. I will not lose sight of the one who holds me. Faith will be my language. Trust will be my rhythm. Peace will be my portion. Hope will be my song. And when night falls again, I will whisper the same truth that began the morning. I am yours, and you are enough. The day may change, but your love never fades. The light may dim, but your presence remains bright within me. I will sleep in peace, knowing that the same hand that began this day in grace will carry it into completion in glory. Thank you for the breath that steadies my being, for the quiet rhythm that whispers of your nearness, even when silence fills the air. The day stretches before me like an open field of light, and my heart, though small, feels the vastness of your presence in every corner of it. You have called me into this moment not by accident, but by purpose. Each hour ahead carries divine intention. I open my spirit to it, without fear, without haste, without resistance. Teach me, Lord, to move with the rhythm of grace. Let me not run ahead of your leading, nor lag behind in hesitation. Let me find the holy pace of peace, where faith walks softly, listening, trusting, abiding. You said, "Be still and know that I am God." I will be still in spirit even when my hands are busy. I will listen in the quiet corners of my heart, where your voice speaks most clearly. You are not far, you are within. You are the breath within my breathing, the calm between each beat of life. Every moment becomes sacred when it is lived with awareness of you. The rising sun, the hum of voices, the rhythm of footsteps, all these simple sounds remind me that you are near. I do not seek you in far places. I find you here, in this breath, in this light, in this ordinary holiness. Faith opens my eyes to see you woven through everything. You are in the laughter that fills the air, in the tears that cleanse, in the quiet resolve to begin again when the heart feels weary. Let me hold the small things with reverence. The way light falls through a window, the scent of rain before it falls, the touch of kindness in a word unspoken. These are your gifts, simple and divine. Faith teaches me that nothing is too small to hold your glory. You make every fragment shine with eternal meaning. You make the smallest acts echo in heaven. I walk into this day clothed in faith. It is not armor of stone, but of light. It does not harden me, it softens me. It allows me to move through the world with gentleness, even in the face of storms. It shields me not by keeping pain away, but by giving peace in the middle of it. You said, "My peace I give unto you, not as the world gives." I receive that peace, not as escape, but as strength. It settles in the depths of my being, quiet and unshakable. When fear comes, as it sometimes will, I will look toward you. I will remember that faith is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. I will remember that you are greater than every shadow that tries to fall across my mind. You are light, and the light shines in darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. My heart is steady because you are my foundation. I build my trust upon the rock that does not move. Let your word guide me as a lamp in every uncertain path. Let it remind me that even when I cannot see, you already have. You have gone ahead to prepare the way. You have walked the road before me. You have marked the path with mercy and sealed it with grace. So I do not walk into unknown hours. I walk into your plan, step by step, moment by moment, carried by the strength of your love. You said, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. So I release tomorrow into your care. I rest my thoughts from anxious circles. I live in this present moment where you dwell. This is where faith breathes. This is where peace begins. I trust you for what is coming, and I trust you for what is past. You are faithful through it all. Let my heart remain tender throughout the day. Let me not grow impatient or harsh. Let me listen more than I speak, and love more than I judge. Let my presence carry the fragrance of peace into every space I enter. May my words heal instead of wound. May my silence comfort instead of distance. May my actions reveal the kindness that flows from knowing you. And when I am weary, when the pace of the day grows heavy, draw me into the quiet again. Remind me to breathe. Remind me that rest is not retreat, but renewal. Remind me that I do not have to prove anything to earn your love. It is already mine, freely given, constant as the morning light. You said, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I come to you again and again, in the middle of my striving, in the midst of my doing, to find rest for my soul. Faith teaches me to trust not in outcomes, but in presence. It teaches me that the measure of the day is not what I achieve, but how deeply I remain connected to you. So I release every need to control, to predict, to perfect. I hold only this, to walk with you in love, to abide in you with peace, to honor you in every breath. That is enough. That is everything. The hours move softly now. The light shifts. The heart learns its rhythm again. And I know, though unseen, the heavens move with me. Your will unfolds like a song played in perfect time. And my life, my faith, my breath becomes a quiet harmony to it. I am where I am meant to be, in the center of your presence, in the flow of your grace, in the deep calm of your faithfulness that never ends. There's a quietness that rests upon my soul, gentle and deep, like morning mist over still waters. It carries the peace that cannot be taken, the calm that cannot be shaken. In that quiet, I feel the strength of your spirit rising within me, steady and sure. Every anxious thought begins to fade, every fear loosens its hold. I am reminded that perfect love casts out fear. I do not walk alone. I am not forgotten. I am not adrift. You are with me, and that is enough. As the hours unfold, I choose faith again and again. It is not a single act, but a continual turning of the heart toward you. Each moment offers a choice, to worry or to trust, to rush or to rest, to control or to surrender. And so I keep turning. I keep choosing you. I whisper, even when my voice is small, that I believe. I believe in your goodness. I believe in your timing. I believe in the unseen work that your hands are doing within me and around me. You said, blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. I hold that blessing close. It becomes the pulse of my being, a steady rhythm that reminds me that belief is stronger than sight. Let my faith be gentle, not demanding. Let it not shout for signs, but listen for whispers. Let it not seek control, but surrender to your will. Let it not fade when darkness falls, but shine quietly, like a lamp in a window guiding me home. I do not need to see the whole path to walk it faithfully. I only need to know that you are on it with me. That is enough. That is peace. That is faith made real. Every test of this day becomes a lesson in trust. Every delay becomes an invitation to patience. Every silence becomes a space where you are still speaking, though not in words. You move in mystery, yet you are never distant. You guide with a tenderness that only love could carry. You lead not with force, but with the quiet authority of grace. Even when I falter, your mercy holds me steady. Even when I wander, your voice calls me back. I hear it now, soft, unwavering, certain. I will never leave you nor forsake you. The heart learns slowly, but it learns. It learns that peace is not the absence of storms, but the presence of faith within them. It learns that strength is not loud or restless, but steady and sure. It learns that trust is not weakness, but the deepest form of courage. So when the day presses hard, when confusion clouds the air, I will pause. I will breathe. I will return to the stillness that knows you are near. Faith is not only for the morning light. It is also for the shadowed hour, when clarity fades and patience is tested. In those moments I hold on to what I know. You are good, always good. You are light, even when I cannot see. You are faithful, even when I do not understand. And so I keep walking, one step, one breath, one heartbeat of trust at a time. You said, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you. Those words settle over me like a shelter. They remind me that faith is not about avoiding deep waters, but about knowing you walk upon them. And when I sink beneath the waves of uncertainty, you reach out and lift me up again. You never let go. Teach me to live in the rhythm of divine assurance, to move through this day with a heart untroubled by what I cannot control, to hold joy not as a fleeting emotion, but as a quiet anchor rooted in your promises, to trust not because I understand, but because I know you. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever. You do not change with the tides of circumstance. You remain steadfast, constant, unwavering. I carry that truth like sunlight in my chest. It warms the hidden places. It drives away the chill of doubt. It gives me courage to look ahead with calm. I do not need to fear what is to come, for you are already there. You have prepared the way, and in that preparation I find rest. As I move through the hours, let my thoughts be touched by grace. Let them not dwell on what is missing, but on what is present. Let them not linger in what was lost, but on what is found in you. Let them rise above complaint and settle in gratitude. Gratitude is the soil where faith grows deep roots. Gratitude reminds me that even here, even now, I am blessed. The world may rush around me, but I will not rush with it. I will walk slowly enough to notice your fingerprints on every moment. I will listen deeply enough to hear your still small voice beneath the noise. I will love generously enough to reflect your heart in simple ways. Faith lives in those quiet choices. Faith breathes in the pauses. Faith grows where peace abides. And when the day closes, I will look back and see not perfection, not control, but grace. Grace in the mistakes. Grace in the waiting. Grace in the laughter that came without reason. Grace in the tears that softened my soul. You were there in it all. You always are. You are the beginning and the ending, the light and the quiet beyond it, the strength that holds when all else falls away. I rest in you, fully, completely, without fear, without doubt. This is faith. This is peace. This is love made whole in trust. The evening light begins to rest upon the earth, soft and golden, like a quiet promise wrapping the world in stillness. In that fading glow, I feel the nearness of eternity, the gentle reminder that each moment lived in faith is never lost. The air carries the hush of completion, the peace that follows obedience, the quiet satisfaction of a day walked in trust. I breathe it in deeply. I let it settle upon me like a blessing. Every step, every prayer, every whispered hope has found its way into your heart. Nothing was wasted, nothing overlooked. You were there, in the beginning, through the middle, and here still, at the end of the day. Faith has carried me through unseen places. It has held me steady when my strength faltered, and it has lifted me when my sight dimmed. The day has not been perfect, but it has been sacred. It has been real. It has been marked by grace. There were moments of laughter, moments of silence, and moments where I simply stood still, uncertain but willing. Through it all, your peace remained. You said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." I see that truth now in the quiet light that falls across my heart. Your strength has met me in my frailty, and I have found rest in the mystery of it. I have learned again that faith is not loud. It is not urgent. It moves slowly, like a river through deep valleys. It carves away fear, not by force but by constancy. It remains when feelings fade. It stands when words fail. It keeps believing when the mind questions. It keeps walking when the road bends into shadow. Faith does not demand signs, it creates them in the stillness of trust. It turns every breath into prayer, every waiting into worship. I rest now in that knowing, that what faith begins, grace will sustain. Let the night come softly. Let it carry me gently into your presence. I will not resist the quiet. I will not fill the silence. I will simply be still and let my soul remember you. You said, "In returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength." So I return. I rest. I lean back into the everlasting arms that have held me since the dawn. The weight of the day slips away, and peace takes its place. I need no explanation, no certainty, no proof. I have you, and that is enough. You are the keeper of time. You are the shepherd of my heart. You watch through the hours when I sleep, and even then, you work. Your love does not slumber. Your mercy does not fade with the sunset. It stretches across the night like stars, steady, ancient, bright. I close my eyes and know that I am surrounded, that even in darkness light is near, that even in silence you are speaking still. Let faith guard my dreams tonight. Let peace be the gate through which I rest. Let every worry fall quiet beneath your watch. Let every thought surrender to grace. You have taught me through this day that trust is not an act of strength but of surrender. It is the quiet yielding of the soul to the one who holds it all. It is saying, even here, even now, it is well. I remember your words, do not be afraid, only believe. They echo softly within me, steady and sure. I will not fear what tomorrow brings. I will not dread the unknown hours. I will not look back with regret or forward with anxiety. I will live here in this breath, in this sacred stillness between what was and what will be. You are in this moment. You are in every moment. The night sky deepens and the first stars begin to appear, each one a small flame, distant yet certain. They remind me of promises kept, of prayers answered in ways unseen. I feel the same light within my heart, the quiet glow of faith that does not fade with the sun. It burns gently, unwavering, a reflection of the one who never changes. And so I give thanks for every unseen mercy, for every answered prayer that came in disguise, for every closed door that protected more than it denied, for every delay that prepared me for greater things, for every pain that taught compassion, for every silence that deepened my trust. Gratitude weaves through the night like a hymn, quiet yet endless. I release this day back into your hands. All of it, the triumphs and the trials, the words spoken and the thoughts left unsaid, the moments I understood and those I did not. None of it is wasted. It all belongs to you. You will turn it into something good, something whole, something eternal. You said all things work together for good to those who love God. I hold on to that truth as the final light fades. I lie in the shadow of your wings. I am safe, I am held, I am known. Faith is not a task completed, it is a relationship sustained. It is the quiet awareness that I am never without you. The day may end, but your presence continues. The light may dim, but your truth remains bright. I close my eyes not in uncertainty but in peace, for even now, even in stillness, you are here. And in that presence my spirit rests. In your love my soul finds home. In your faithfulness my heart finds courage. In your promise my tomorrow is already secure. In Jesus' name.